Hello and welcome to Trading Photos. This is CY Entertainment Tonight and I am your host Paola Palacios. Today I am here with J Mike. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So tell us, J Mike, you are a rapper.
Yes.
When did you start rapping?
I've been rapping since I was very young, to 7 years old, even down to like 6.5, pretty much. I've just always been into arts and performance arts and just music and just entertainment in itself.
So is there like, were your parents into it, or a brother, a sibling? Like, tell us about that.
Well, a lot of people don't know, my dad was actually a DJ. My mother, she kind of like did dancing, so I guess just hearing music growing up like every single day and just hearing it just kind of inspired me to always want to do it.
What kind of dancing did your mom do?
Hip hop. She did like a lot of she was in like a hip hop group. She never wanted nobody to know at the particular
That's great.
time. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
So you were like looking at all this?
Yeah, just being very observant, you know, just growing from it and just learning from it. I think that's the best thing. It starts within a home and then it just kind of expands from there.
So wow, since you were 6 years old.
Yes, yes.
So how did you start it? Like as a 6-year-old, were you like rhyming things, or how?
It kind of came naturally. It wasn't, the thing about it was kind of like a secret talent of mine. It's because it was so like everyone did it. Like the person down the street, it was so saturated to a point where it was like if you did music, it was like he does music. But to a point where it was just one of those things, those hidden talents that I just knew I knew I had a love for and a passion for, regardless of who see me and who didn't see me.
Okay.
And I think from then, yeah, that was right after that. I just went after it.
So have you done, what are your projects that you're working on now?
I'm actually working on an EP project. It's titled Greatness Overnight.
Okay, what's an EP?
EP is a short project. It's basically just like the shorter version of the album. You know, just to get people ready for just the
kind of like a preview.
Yeah, like a preview segment. Yes, yes.
What is this about? Like what's the song about?
Just to particularly just recently, you know, just a lot of things and trials and tribulations that I went to that I feel will be very inspiring. You know, I named it Greatness Overnight because, you know, the best aspect that people really do comes in the hidden. And it just comes so quickly because everyone thinks it happens so quickly, but greatness doesn't really go overnight. So it's almost like an oxymoron at the same time. Exactly. We're just kind of playing off of that aspect. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you working alone on this demo, or are you working with someone else?
Independent particularly right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So have you ever collabed with another artist?
Yes, I have. Recently, I've collabed with a few artists. Far as locally in the area. Yes.
Okay, so where were you born in?
I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yes.
What part of Brooklyn?
East New York, Brownsville, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I know that it changed over the time, right? Like,
yes.
Over the years, I mean.
The transitional stage, yes. It was constantly changing.
And now Brooklyn is a place to be.
Yes, I feel like it always has been.
Yeah, and then like there's a lot of, you know, artists living in Brooklyn, so it's a perfect place for what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like I'm in the right place.
So tell us about your records. Like, do you have them on Spotify? Do you have them on SoundCloud? Where can people hear your stuff? Well,
this is the best thing now. I haven't actually released the particular. I do have it on far as SoundCloud as well, but I'm actually about to do a release for the EP for next month. So you'll be getting it. I'll definitely, if you are following me on my Instagram, I'll be giving you a sneak peek of the project as well.
Since you're talking about Instagram, what's your Instagram?
JMikeOfficial.com. Just JMICOFFICIAL. Did I spell that right?
Did you? Also, do you have a Facebook?
Yes, it's the same, J Mike Official, everything. Twitter, JMICOFFICIA. Yes, it's all the same. So basically, if you whatever it is, if you're looking for Twitter's, Instagram, Spotify's, or JMIC, and you'll find me there.
Perfect. So do you have a YouTube?
Yes, JMICOFFICIAL. It's just all the same.
It's all the same, guys.
All the same. I try to keep it simple. And yes, the website will be up very soon. I have some hidden footage and things of just me working on a project.
Great, behind the scenes.
Yes, you gotta love it. It's just the aspect of just surprise. You never know.
Yes, they want to know what you're working on all the time. Yeah. So that's a great thing.
Yeah.
So tell us, what for rapping, what's the hardest thing about it?
I think the hardest thing about it is just sometimes you want people to get your vision so much. And not even just rapping, I think as an artist, you know, it's kind of be sometimes when you, it's almost like a language, and you want people to understand, okay, I like just trying to get the feeling, because sometimes you just don't really know the feeling when you're actually creating a project.
Yeah.
And then just trying to like mold it into, okay, I want people to feel this particular way. And sometimes people will, and you just kind of just have to let go and be like, once you create art, you know, it's almost like birthing a baby, and you have to let the baby go. You know, you want to hold on to the aspect of being great and saying, hey, how did you think about the song? And it's like, but it's the same time, it's like once you put it out in the world, it's not yours anymore. You know, it's the consumer, it's the people who's listening to it. And I think that's one of the hardest things as an artist, is creating so much different babies and just have to let it go. I don't have any kids. I'm just trying to put it out there, just kind of do it in that way.
That's a great description. Like, it's a great,
Yeah.
wow, great way to see it.
Yeah.
It's so true. You have, like, once your art is out there, it's yourself, and you're just putting it out there for everyone. And
Yes.
it's yours still, but it's like you know, it's no longer yours in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's,
Yeah.
is there, so tell us about your inspiration. Like, where do you get your inspiration from? Like, is there any, like, favorite rappers that you have?
Absolutely. I've have a lot of favorite artists, you know, that I'm inspired by. I'm always inspired by, you know, even upcoming artists, and going to different showcases and seeing so much inspiring talent. But not just music. I'm always inspired by actors. I'm always inspired by just the aspect of entertainment. Just inspires me. Just far as being in a particular environment and just seeing that, it always kind of molds it, and just I'm constantly being inspired by it. I think a great actually, I believe one of the Paul Smith is actually a great description, because how he says how he takes these trips and all over the world, and he comes back with these different ideas to.
Yeah.
And I think that's something like me. Sometimes I just go away. Even if it's still in Brooklyn, I go away and I have like these great ideas, and it just kind of builds a great project and just a great sound for me. Yeah.
It's a lot of inspiration to take out of anything,
so
right?
much, yeah.
You go outside of the door and boom, it's like a lot of inspiration.
Absolutely.
Do you write your own lyrics?
Yes, I do write
You
my
do?
lyrics. Yes.
You do. So what's your favorite thing to write about?
It's kind of funny. I don't really have a favorite, because I feel like once I start writing it really does. You kind of take out so much of the personal emotion to it. I feel like you are constantly attached to everything. So even when someone hears a song and they be like, hey, that's my favorite, I'm like, really? But this one, I thought you would like this one more. But I think it just comes with, just like I said, going back until when you put so much all into it, you feel like everything's your favorite. And I feel like every time I do my music and every time I perform, I really do it as if it's my last song, or even if it's like it's all or nothing. So
For a lot of passion.
Absolutely, yes. You gotta be for the fire.
Of course,
fire
if
and
you
desire.
love something. So tell me, where have you performed before? 'Cause you were talking about performing.
Yes. I've recently performed at a few showcases, actually, in Brooklyn. 2 days ago, I actually performed in Long Island.
Oh.
Yes, it was an event out there that we had a musical showcase.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
So a lot of the artists go there to...
It was actually my
is it
first
like
time.
only rappers, or...
It was
Okay.
all different type of artists. You from spoken word poets to musicians, and you had bands. It was just very, very inspiring as well. So that was definitely where I was, and it wasn't just hip hop. It was just so many different type of genres and different styles, even from the performances before. And I think that's where music is coming now too, where they're not just putting hip hop in a genre. It's expanding to so many different. Even hip hop was even created from, a lot of people don't know this, from rock and roll, and a lot of those different even jazz and blues is just basically all meshed into one. So it's not surprising to see that they're all around the same.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of inspiration. Yes. You were talking.
Yes, absolutely.
You're saying that. So being in a room full of people with different music, different personalities, different, ways of, singing, rapping, and everything. It's
a way of life.
Great inspiration.
Absolutely, it's a way of life. I think so. And I think we have to take it that. When you living in your truth, it just all comes together.
Completely.
Yeah.
So for rapping, you need a beat. So how do you find the beats?
I haven't actually worked with the producer.
Oh, okay.
It's Chris Suverin. He's done a lot of my work that I'm working with now. You know, and it's kind of good to have somebody that kind of, you know, he can see your vision. And like I said, I don't really make a lot of, like, I do a lot of executive producing, but sometimes as long as you can communicate with the smartest person in the room, he still kind of makes you smart as well. And I feel like,
most definitely.
yeah, sometimes I feel like he's the smartest person in the room when I'm in the studio, because I don't really know like the sounds, and sometimes I'll just be like, and he would know exactly what.
He'll put it in the music.
Just put in the music for me, and we just work on from there. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
You always need someone in the industry like that, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
So, besides rapping, is there something else that you would like to get into, like that you think that you have a hidden talent for?
I think I could do acting. I think I have a talent for that. You know, just far as the entertainment and industry, I think. And I actually like to do a lot of writing as well. Might possibly even screenplays and things like that. Yeah, just so much. But you know, like I said, it's open. You know, and I think that's the thing. Just always be able to have that passion and this love. I think music just kind of coexists with everything as well. So possibly you may see me in a role, a commercial or two. I don't know.
What kind of acting would you like to do?
I don't know.
Like movies, commercial, because you did mention commercial.
Yeah, commercial.
So that's nice too, right?
Yes, absolutely. Possibly, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I think, I just haven't actually thought about it. I wouldn't do anything like too crazy, like, but I actually do like drama for some reason. Like, I'm not a serious person, but I feel like I would love to do like a drama role, even if it's a drama commercial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like something like, you know, serious.
You like your drama, for sure.
Yeah, like, it's like a hidden talent. It's like serious, and I'm not really serious, so it's like, okay. Like, scene.
Nice. Are you planning on taking any acting classes?
Possibly.
Yeah?
You'll see. You know, possibly. You know, when you grow up tough, you know, you gotta have a good sense of humor. So you learn how to take off different faces sometimes.
Most definitely. Yes. So, you're telling me that you have only done stuff here in New York, like you've gone to Long Island and stuff.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about, you know, like expanding your work somewhere else?
Absolutely. I would definitely want, far as, you know, to expand, go different places outside of the country.
Yes, you know, most definitely.
So, yeah, I think that's the goal. You always want to expand. I love to travel, even though I just have a passion for it. I can't say I love it. I might not love it if I go.
What would be your favorite place to travel to?
Probably Jamaica first.
Jamaica,
yeah,
nice.
I really like the islands. Just the culture of it. You know,
yeah.
Even from Brooklyn, Jamaica is something that's very, very it's cultural based in Brooklyn. So it's love to see a lot where a lot of the different, you know, things come from where you see. And I have a lot of family and friends that's also Jamaican, so I think that'd be kind of cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That would be great. Imagine like rapping over there, just being on stage over there. That would be beautiful.
Absolutely.
So your style is really good. Like, do you have a stylist or? Tell us about that, because I love it. You guys are seeing this?
That was a rainy day. I just put it together.
You just put that together, and it looks great with everything that he has.
Appreciate it. I have a sister. She's a great designer. She kind of gives me a lot of pointers.
Really? She's a fashion designer?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There you have a stylist in the family.
Absolutely.
Now we know your secrets, Mike.
Oh, don't tell anybody.
So tell me about like this look. You just put it in together.
Yeah.
But like, where do you get your inspiration from? Is it just like from your sister? You tell her because fashion is huge right now. I think it's always been huge, but
yeah, I think it's all about, you know, simplicity. You know, it's kind of like a grunge look. You know, I think that's the word. I looked it up on YouTube. It said grunge, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You know, just where it's like, you know, it's very simple. You know, like late 60s biker jacket, you know, ripped jeans, you know, and just like a nice pair of sneakers. Just put it together, you know. Like I said, it's just, I really like to dress on how I feel. You know, like I sometimes, you know, you'll see me in a suit one day and my friends will be like, hey, why are you in a suit? Because I feel like it. I feel professional.
Especially in New York. In New York, I think it's the place where you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, have that power free will. Exactly.
So tell us your Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, so your fans can follow you on.
Yes, my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everything is J Mike Official. It's JMICOFFICIAL. So it's all J Mike Official.
Perfect. So
Spelled it right.
there you go. Now you guys have that to contact J Mike.
Yes.
So is that where they can find your music and everything?
Yes. My music, all the links will definitely be there, and my EP will be out very soon. This next month.
Nice.
Called Greatness Overnight. So stay tuned.
Are you gonna do a video for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually have a video on YouTube now, so if they can check out and all of the other things that I've recently have been on.
How long did the video take? Like to film, I mean.
It didn't take that long, actually. I actually wrote kind of like a screenplay for it. A song's
well,
called
there you go. You're already
Paranoid.
doing it.
Yeah. So
it's called what?
It's called Paranoid. So.
Oh, that's
yeah.
So what the lyrics are?
No, the name of the song is called Paranoid. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like I mean, you're talking about like as a.
Yeah, it had like this deep meaning to it. You know, like a lot of people kind of see it. You would definitely have to see. I don't want to give it away. But you know, it was basically just on about self-awareness, and you're basically your worst enemy. So
nice.
You'll see it, and like basically, so the whole mini movie video is me being followed by somebody, and then you'll see who's at the end of the video.
Wow, that gave me chills, guys.
Oh.
Well, there you guys have it, J Mike. It's such a pleasure to have you here on set.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much. And this is CY Entertainment Tonight. I am your host, Paola Palacios.